Greetings shiftlings, FiOth here, and as I'm waiting for Final Fantasy VII the remake to become playable, I will be running through Wings of the Phoenix, the toughest mission in the game so far, in the vanilla Neo 2. It's a 215 on New Game Plus, and I'm playing an expedition, means its expedition configuration is level synced. As you can see, I have 4380 HP instead of my 5100 that I normally have. My damage also is reduced according to the level, and so on and so forth. There are more enemies, they're tougher. Expedition all in all is harder. That blue bar is my total survivability. I cannot use the shrines multiple times. You know the drill. So I'm gonna pretty much go through everything, through all the enemies. I'm gonna go through all the treasure. If I miss anything, it will be because it's not very important. Like, I'm not gonna be going around the rooftops. There's very little to be had by doing that, but I will go through all the major chests and so on and so forth, whilst giving you some commentary about the mission, about my thoughts on it. And yeah, any one of you guys who watches this vid, if you want to run stuff with me when I'm available to play Neo, because I'm very busy with Resident Evil guides and with Final Fantasy VII guides as of tonight, just pop me a message in the comment section below and I'll be glad to play with you. So I'm running my Twin Peaks build that I have a video of. I'm level 300. It's a dual spear build. Let's get to it. So there's treasure there by the dragon statue, but we'll have to go to the dragon statue later, so there's no need to go right now. Flying bolt, first enemy. Any of you who watched my vid on this build will know that it's very devastating. And this is a fucking Kappa and it's annoying. Screw you. Also, I'll make an effort not to heal at all. I'll just be using my automated healing to do all the job related to that, so should be fine. Check the damage. Hell yeah! 12,000. There goes this Gaki as well. I'm a Lucha. That piercing rain was totally overkill. There's the sucker. Take out the tail. Now he's weaker. Now he's dead. Pretty much full HP again. As you can see, even when I get hit, this is a very tanky build, very high damage, very high offense, and very high defense. Avoid this spin if you can. I don't know why these fuckers have so much damage potential in Neo 2. They're pushovers in Neo 1. Now I'm gonna show you the optimal approach for this situation here. You wanna take off this guy first. Okay, he's dead. And now we could go for this enemy, but we're gonna cover our approach. If you go from here, you have a clear shot at the summoner, and you also have a clear shot at the Gaki, which is not expecting you. You get this loot. Fall on this guy. He's dead. And now we clear house. And they're pretty much done. So, as with most encounters in Neo, if you attack preemptively and you know what you're doing, the opposition is very slim. The enemy here is dead. Now what I'm gonna do, because I will be leaving this shrine, I'm gonna really buff up, because when I'm buffed I'm also building familiarity or proficiency points with various types of buffs on me or any ninjutsu. And I'm gonna take this enemy out really easy. And now, because I need to open the way, and after opening the way I will be moving in deeper, I'm also gonna use the Kodama Shrine once, because that's what's happening in Expedition. Only once can you use a shrine and replenish don't really need to do anything here, just replenish my stuff and I'm off. Put in the dragon's mouth. We are good from here. Using the Kodama Shrine does not respawn enemies, but that's kinda trivial since well, you're not doing this to find the Kodama or anything, you just wanna go through the stage. Now, for this spot, there's a Teso down there. I'm not gonna go above, there's pretty much nothing. But the Teso here, you can surprise it. And then you can take it out. If you're perplexed as to how I'm wrecking them so easily without being a build that dies in one hit, if you're unlucky, you can find it in the description below. I will have a card pop up at some point. There you go. Weapon swap. And you're done. Bye bye. I cannot open the chest yet. We're done. Let's clear house here so we don't have to come again. Like, I'm so confident in the damage of this build. Like, I'm not even worried about being in the Dark Realm. As you can see, you shred house with it. And we're gonna just jump off and let them have it. Now I'm paralyzed. He won't be able to do shit though. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, you dickhead. Done. Don't get caught paralyzed, guys, unless you have the needles ready. Getting paralyzed in most situations means death. There's one chest. I'm also showing you all the prominent treasure. Now going straight will help us finalize the mission, but we don't want to go straight. We want to loot everything. Let's get him out here. Hello. Love these guys. Bye bye. There's a flying bolt here. Let's not let her breathe. Ciao, Bambina. Now this is the best, the optimal way to get all the loot without having to go through the whole stage again. You can go through here. Falling does minimal damage. And you can go there. I left something up there. Otsoko, I think. Like I have 1,000 of those in gear. Grab the loot from here. Now you run from where you jumped down, and there's the chest again. No need to worry about this location at all. You jump back down where you fought the mini-boss. Go through here. And you go all the way back. Now I wouldn't suggest you fight these guys on this little road there. So I'm just gonna aggro it. I'm gonna mess it up. I'm spec'd to deal extreme damage with Twisting Spear. It's very good to initiate. Now I have a defense bonus because I was using mid stance with Tengen. Nope. Okay, that's it. Now that we have it open, we'll backtrack just a tiny bit. Now I have the damage boost. I'm gonna retain it. So we have to go in there. We have the damage boost again. We don't really need to care about her because she will die when the crystal falls. And we get the jewel to proceed. Now there's gonna be a Teso. There was a Teso. Thank you. Get the loots. Got the dragon. Jump down here. I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna run through everything here because it's a lot of going back and forth, but I'm gonna do a fair deal of it. Hitting the horns guarantees that they're pretty much defenseless for a couple of seconds. With the damage output that we're dealing with here, a couple of seconds is a lot. Like you see, that was a couple of seconds. Now our way goes from there. This is totally optional. Back here there's a box that hides behind a box that isn't holding any loot. So you might want to visit this location just to grab it. I'm not gonna be able to get through another shrine, so I'm gonna use my buffs sparingly. Because although the boss doesn't really pose a threat, god damn you. Although the boss doesn't really pose a threat, you wanna be buffed when you fight it to optimize your time to kill. Like, you don't wanna be fighting it for a couple of hours. Because of my toughness, I can just take the hit from the spider and not get knocked out of my piercing rain. That's why, whilst making my build, I was telling you, you want to have toughness above 300, no matter what. And this is why I am not using a different set that gives me a buff to my piercing rain. Like, the extra damage would be very, very nice, but losing all the toughness, it would be impossible to get the toughness where I wanted. I'd have to sacrifice a lot of slots. So it's a compromise. I lose a bit of damage when it comes to piercing rains, but I get a lot of survivability, and as I've always said, I'm not really one of the guys who loves all those glass cannon builds. Now I'm taking you from here because there is a Nuikabe. Bye bye. There's also some loot. I'm not gonna go into the lower parts of this place because it's a maze. Hello. You can go around with the pagodas and all, and so on and so forth, but I'm not really feeling it. Now, up there, these guys, they're totally optional, and below is the crystal. If you break the crystal, these guys will go away. Question is, if you really wanna deal with these guys right now. Because I'm always up for a challenge. A ton of health, of course. And they also have regen. I just wanna aggro them. That's what I wanted. Ah, smart one though. Let's bring the pain. I wanted to avoid its slow, but I got slow. It's really like rewarding to be so powerful with a build that you made, because these guys don't stand a chance, like not even the bigger ones. This guy is gonna try to paralyze. Don't underestimate low stance, guys. You have very high survivability in low stance. And if you know what you're doing with your skills and perks, you will also have a lot of damage. So this build uses tornado a lot, although I'm not using tornado a lot right now. Come here, you mofo. Yeah, of course. I'm not using tornado a lot because I have it on raging strike, so when I use it I really mess up my HP, but the damage is excellent. So if I know that something is gonna die to a raging strike tornado, I just go for it. If I'm not sure 100% if I'm gonna kill it and it's a 50-50% situation and the dangerous one at that, I'll probably not use it. So this is one of my favorite enemies. Very weak for what it's supposed to be. But the thought process behind its creation is sound. So now I have two spears. I'm gonna use my water spear that I've been using most of the time anyway. This boss is very weak to poison, and we're gonna exploit that. That's his MO, he just attacks you. He's poisoned now. He berserks a bit. And he's sadly done. That was it. This is pretty much the toughest thing you can fight in Neo if you go solo. And this is the mission, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want me to do anything specific, if you have any ideas, just pop a message below. This was really fun talking to you and all. I don't stream, I'm not a streamer, but maybe it would be fun to stream something at some point. Thank you all for watching, and as always, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers.